Hello student, myself Vinod Panara, and today we discuss some topic of clutch, brake and coupling chapter of BME, that is basic mechanical engineering. So brake, that is a mechanical device which is used to reduce or stop motion of moving wheel. So it is a mechanical device which produce frictional resistance between moving machine member in order to slow down or stop the motion of machine. The brake can be classified as follow. First one, mechanical brake. Second, in mechanical brake, first one that is block brake. Second one, band brake. Third one, internal expanding brake. And fourth one, disc brake. Then second, electrical brake. And third one, hydraulic brake. Now we discuss first one, that is single block or shoe brake. So this is diagram of single block or shoe brake. In first diagram there is a disconnection and in second diagram there is a connection. So in single block brake there is a one block or shoe which is made from frictional material, and this block and or shoe that is attached with lever. So when there is a disconnection between shoe and moving wheel, so wheel continuously rotate at proper speed. But when brake apply, force act on lever, so there is a connection between shoe and brake wheel, and rotation of wheel stop due to friction. So in single block brake, mainly there are two paragraphs. In normal working condition, there is a disconnection between wheel and shoe, so wheel continuously rotate. But when brake apply, force act on lever, so there is a connection between wheel and shoe, so motion of wheel stop due to friction. Okay. So it consists of block or shoe which is pressed against the rim of revolving brake wheel. The friction resistance between block and wheel cause the braking force to act on the wheel, resulting the rotational speed of wheel reduce. This brake is used in railway train and tram car. The Prony brake is the example of block brake, single block brake. So this is about single block brake in which there is a one block. It is also called shoe. Then second one, double block or shoe brake. In this brake, there is a two block. In single block brake, there is a one block. In this brake, there is a two block which are made from some frictional material. And in this diagram, there is a spring, bell crank lever, and two block and moving wheel. So in normal working condition, there is a no contact between wheel and block, so wheel continuously rotate at proper speed. But when brake apply, force act on lever, so due to action of spring, there is a connection between wheel and block. So due to friction between wheel and block, there is a rotation of wheel stop and speed control. So this is about double block or shoe brake. It consists of two block or shoe at the opposite end of the wheel. This shoe apply force to both sides of wheel and reduce the unbalanced force on the shaft. When force P is applied to the bell crank lever due to spring action, brake is released. This brake is used on electric crane. The bicycle brake is an example of double block brake. So this is about double block brake in which there is a two block which is made from some frictional material. Then third one, that is bend brake. So in this diagram we discuss two type of bend brake, that is simple bend brake and second one differential bend brake. So first we discuss simple bend brake. So in simple bend brake there is a steel bend, brake drum, lever, etc. And one end of steel bend that is attached with fulcrum in simple bend brake, and in differential bend brake both end of steel bend that is attached at the other point from fulcrum. So in simple bend brake one end of bend that is attached with fulcrum O and other end of bend that is attached at point B. But in differential bend brake, one end of bend that is attached at point A and other end that is attached at point B. Okay. Now, in normal working condition, there is a no contact between wheel and bend, so wheel continuously rotate because there is a no contact. But when brake apply, force act on lever, so there is a contact between bend and wheel, so rotation of wheel stop due to friction between bend and wheel. So this is about bend brake. So it consists of a flexible steel bend lined with a frictional material which is wrapped around the brake drum. In simple bend brake, one end of bend is attached to a fulcrum O while other end is attached to the lever at point B. When upward force P is applied to the lever end C, the lever turn about the fulcrum pin O and tighten the bend on the drum, and hence brake are applied. So when brake apply, there is a force act on lever, then there is a connection between bend and wheel, so rotation of wheel stop. In differential bend brake, the end of bend are joined at point A and B to the lever. This type of brake is used in civil construction equipment. The rope brake is an example of bend brake. Now we discuss next one, that is internal expanding brake. So this is diagram of internal expanding brake. In this diagram, the main element are brake drum, outer box, brake drum, then a shoe S1 and S2, then friction lining, then spring, then cam and operating lever. So this friction lining, this is made from some frictional material which provide friction. Okay. Now in normal working condition, there is a no contact between friction lining and brake drum. So drum continuously rotate because there is a no connection. Okay. And when brake apply, force act on lever. So due to movement of lever, spring expand and there is a connection between friction lining and brake drum because shoe S1 and S2 that is expand, move outward due to spring expansion. So there is a connection between friction lining and brake drum, and due to this connection, friction produce and rotation of brake drum that is stop. So brake apply. So this is about internal expanding shoe brake. In normal condition, there is a no contact between friction lining and brake drum. But when brake apply, due to spring action, there is a connection between friction lining and brake drum. So rotation of brake drum stop. It consists of two shoes, S1 and S2. The outer surface of shoe are covered with friction material. Each shoe is pivoted at one end about a fixed fulcrum O1 and O2 and other end rest against the cam. When cam is operated, the shoe are pushed outward against brake drum. The friction between shoe and drum produce braking force and resulting reduce the speed of drum, reduce or stop. This type of brake commonly used in motor car and light truck. So now we discuss disc brake. So this is diagram of disc brake. In disc brake, there are two friction pad which are around the revolving disc. So in center there is a revolving disc, then two friction pad, and these two friction pad that is operated by piston arrangement. So from the top side, fluid that is high pressure fluid that is enter into the caliper. Then this high pressure fluid that exert force to the piston. So piston move inward and friction pad also move inward and revolving disc that is come in contact with friction pad. So due to friction between pad and revolving disc, rotation of revolving disc stop, and this revolving disc is directly attached with rotating wheel. So rotation of wheel also stop. So in disc brake, high pressure liquid fluid, high pressure fluid that is enter from the top side to the caliper, and then this high pressure fluid exert a force on the piston. So piston move inward. So friction pad that is come in contact with revolving disc. So rotation of disc stop, and due to this rotation of wheel also stop. Now it consists of metal disc bolted to the wheel hub and stationary housing called caliper. Then in between each piston and a disc there is a friction pad held in position by retaining pin and spring plate, etc. When brake apply, hydraulically actuated piston move the friction head into contact with the disc, applying equal and opposite force to the disc. So rotation of disc stop and rotation of wheel also stop, and when brake release, the rubber sealing ring act as a return spring and retract the piston and friction pad away from the disc. So when brake apply, piston move in this direction inward, and brake release, it is moving away direction. So this is about disc brake. So in this lecture, we discuss various type of brake. First, single block brake, double block brake, bend brake, internal expanding brake and disc brake. Okay, thank you for today's lecture.